The Bank of Ghana has maintained its benchmark policy rate at 28%. The decision announced on Friday at the conclusion of the bank's Monetary Policy Committee meeting. There's more in this report.
The policy retention is to further anchor inflation expectations over fears that price pressures could resurface in the second half of the year. The central bank is of the view that the inflation outlook remains uncertain and requires a tight policy posture to safeguard recent macroeconomic gains.
The latest forecast points to continued easing of inflationary pressures on the back of tight monetary policy stance, exchange rate stability, and fiscal consolidation. Inflation is expected to ease faster towards the medium-term target in the first quarter of next year, that is 2026, as opposed to the second quarter as earlier envisaged, and this is barring unanticipated shocks. Despite these positive developments, the committee observed that the current level of inflation remains high relative to the medium-term target and will require maintaining the tight stance to reinforce the disinflation process. Under the circumstances, the committee, by a unanimous decision, maintained the policy rate at 28.0%.
The bank has also made amendments to the current 14% dynamic cash reserve ratio. Effective June 5, commercial banks will begin keeping their cedi deposit reserves in cedis and dollar deposit reserves in dollars.
The CRR, or the dynamic cash reserve ratio, for all banks will now be maintained in their respective currencies. This means that foreign currency reserves for foreign currency deposits, and the same way domestic currency reserves for domestic currency deposits.
Until the committee meets again in July, macroeconomic stability, according to monetary policy authorities, will continue. From the Bank Square, I am Ni Lati reporting for ChannelOne Business.
Now, mobile money trade continues to show strong growth, with the total value of transactions hitting a record 365 billion cedis in April 2025. According to the Bank of Ghana's latest economic and financial data for the period ending May 2025, this is a 3.8% increase from the 351 billion cedis recorded in March. There's more in this Business Desk report.
The transactions also mark the highest monthly value since the beginning of the year, underscoring the growing reliance on mobile money financial services for both personal and business transactions. In tandem with the value surge, the number of mobile money transactions also rose, climbing from 764 million in March to 778 million in April. The continued expansion highlights mobile money's pivotal role in promoting financial inclusion and streamlining digital payments nationwide. The data further indicates a steady increase in mobile money usage, driven by rising mobile penetration, agent network growth, and the convenience of mobile-based financial platforms. Analysts expect the trajectory to continue upward as Ghana's digital economy deepens and regulatory support remains favorable.